going into the third year now of this pandemic, and every month we're hearing that things are getting better. Now they're getting worse. Just talk about how the stress and the overall uncertainty of this pandemic has really taken a toll on mental health.
I think that's exactly it. There's so many unknowns, so much uncertainty, a lot of conflicting information that is out in our community, and people have been scared and fearful. And they, one day it's okay to go to a restaurant. The next day you're concerned about going out to eat. Am I going to be safe? Will I be exposed? When you're faced with these kinds of situations, it kind of rewrites the rules of how you live your life. I think that's a big part of the challenge, people being more socially isolated, not knowing if it's okay to go visit a grandparent or a friend. I think initially there was a lot more concern because we didn't have things like vaccines. But now that we have these vaccines and we have other treatments to help reduce the more critical aspects of the illness that we're facing, that helps to relieve some of that ongoing stress that you feel all the time. And then you add to that, economic changes, supply shortages. It's been a really rough road for all of us. And then we've had family members that get sick. Then your kids can't go to school. Then you're having to manage all of these things. We are seeing a dramatic increase in mental health concerns within the general population. Particularly in the younger population, there has been a fairly significant increase in anxiety, in depression. I really like to emphasize it's okay not to be okay, especially right now when everyone is struggling with the challenges that COVID has brought to us, and how that has really increased mental health concerns throughout our community. You have to decide what's within your circle of influence, right? What can you actually control right now? Because if you keep trying to control all of those things that are out of your control, what I call the what if world, you end up feeling very out of control of your life. I think for all of us, those disruptions in our everyday routines is a big piece of what underlies that stress. One of the things that I recommend to people is really to try to think about how to establish a meaningful routine, so that you have a way to peg your everyday activities in a way that helps to support your emotional health, whether that is taking a regular walk every day, or if you can't go out to lunch with a friend, maybe you could take a walk with a friend. Trying to get some kind of daily routine so that you have some familiarity back can be really helpful.